Hello lovely viewers, I'm Julia. Thanks for stopping by my channel and joining me for this 20-minute full body Pilates mat class. When you're ready, let's begin on your mat on hands and knees, stacking shoulders over wrists. Let's begin by looking up, arching the spine to cow back. Look towards your belly button, round the spine to cat back. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Let's go for a couple more sets, articulating through the spine as much as possible, warming up your body. Come into a neutral spine, and let's shorten the right side of your waist. Bring your shoulder towards the hip. Exhale, shorten the left side of the waist. And again, we side bend to the right and left. Let's go for a couple more sets, warming up in our lateral flexion. Once again, come into a neutral spine. Take your right hand behind your head. Now let's twist. Look up to the ceiling. Twist, close the elbows together. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, twist close. Try to use your bottom arm to press away from the floor, deepening the twist of your thoracic spine. One more time. Let's now reach your fully straight arm to the ceiling. Twist a little further. And thread this arm underneath the left ear, cheek, and shoulder to the floor. Look up to the ceiling, push away from your left hand, and roll onto the back of the right shoulder. Slightly shift your hips back, unwind to the ceiling again, and enjoy this circle back towards your feet before you switch sides. Inhale, twist open on the left. Exhale, twist close. Once again, try to use your bottom arm to press away from the floor, twisting further. And exhale to close. One more time. Take your straight left arm to the ceiling, twist even further than before. Thread underneath the right ear, cheek, and shoulder down. Look up to the ceiling, push away from the right hand, roll onto the back of the left shoulder. Let's shift the hips back slightly, unwind to the ceiling, and circle back for a deeper shoulder stretch. We're going to remain on hands and knees in our neutral spine, lifting out of the shoulders. And let's now extend your left arm and right leg to hip level. Be careful not to shift behind your bottom wrist as you begin to lightly tap the floor and lift. Keep talking to your right shoulder, lifting out of that shoulder as we keep going. Pause in the air, flex your back foot, reach through the heel, and begin to open your limbs side and close center. Challenge your balance point. You choose how far to open. One more time. Take your hand back down to your mat, but lift your leg into cow back. Bring your knee to your chest, curl into cat back. Inhale to arch. Exhale, knee to chest. Let's go a couple more times, waking up your right glutes and hamstring. We're going to continue working your right glutes and hamstring by lifting your leg and coming down onto your elbows. Begin to lift the leg higher and tap the corners of your mat and lift for our rainbow taps. Remind your chest to stay lifting. Gaze beyond the edge of your mat and stay stabilized through the shoulders as your leg keeps moving. Bend your knee, flex your foot, and start to pulse your heel higher to the ceiling, trying to move from the glutes and hamstrings, not the spine. Set this knee down. Let's pass through child's pose. And exhale, round up to standing on your knees. Let's give the arms and shoulders a break. We're going to reach the arms forward, slightly tuck the pelvis, and inhale to lean back for thigh stretch. Exhale to recover. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, recover. Try to keep a flat diagonal through your body from the top of the head to your knees. Let's add a challenge. Slightly raise your arms as you lean. Reach forward to recover. You choose how high you need to lift the arms here. One more time, let's make it your best. Well done. Let's rotate sideways on your mat and extend the same leg that you were working before. Bring your hands behind your head again, tuck the pelvis, and come into your side lean and recover. We're thinking here to create a diagonal from the top of your head through the hip to your extended foot. We're going to stay in this side lean and add a twist to your mat. Try to twist from your shoulders and ribs rather than from your hip. Good, one more time. And now let's combine both sections. We inhale, side bend and twist. Exhale, unwind and recover. Inhale, first half. Exhale, second half. We've just got 2 more sets to go. If you can go further, now is the time. Awesome. Let's stay in this side lean. Extend your arms to the letter T. Lightly tap the corners of your mat and reach to the ceiling. These are smooth, small pulses to feel your obliques even deeper. Let's take it for 4, 3, 2, and cartwheel the last side bend. Enjoy an inhale here. And exhale, circle your top arm forward. Take yourself down on the mat and let's repeat all of that on the other side. Come on to hands and knees. We'll extend the right arm and left leg to hip level this time. Lift out of your left shoulder and begin to lightly tap the floor and lift your limbs. Try not to rock behind your supporting wrist and keep talking to that left shoulder. Let's stay lifted through your limbs. Flex the back foot and begin to slowly open your limbs to the side. Exhale, close center. You choose how wide to open, prioritizing stability in your left shoulder. One more time. Keep the leg lifted, lower the hand down. Let's come into cow back. Knee to chest for cat back. Inhale to arch. Exhale to curl. Just a couple more times here. We're starting to wake up your left glutes and hamstring a little bit deeper. Let's continue your glute and hamstring work with our rainbow taps. Come down onto your elbows and begin to tap the corners of your mat, lifting as high as you can in center. Remind your chest to lift out of your shoulders. Remind your eyes to gaze beyond the edge of your mat as you continue to breathe. Let's stay up, bend your knee, flex your foot, and pulse higher to the ceiling from the heel, glutes, and hamstring. Well done. Lower this knee to the floor. Let's sit back through child's pose for an inhale. Exhale, take it up to standing on your knees once again. We're going to come back into thigh stretch, except this time, we're going to lift the arms to the ceiling. Lean back into your diagonal and hold. Keep tucking the pelvis. Lower one arm and scissor to switch. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower both arms in your position. Sit your hips back into chair pose just above the heels. Inhale, thigh stretch. Exhale, chair pose. Just 2 more. I know you're feeling the burn in your thighs by this point. Well done. You made it. Let's come up to your knees. Ooh, feel the burn here. And come to face sideways on your mat, extending your left leg. Let's come into our side leans, keeping your small tuck of the pelvis, starting to fire the obliques, your side abdominals. Think of creating a diagonal top of the head to your extended toes. Lovely. Let's stay in your side lean and add in your twist from the shoulders and ribs, anchoring your top hip. Try to stay on that diagonal as you twist and see the floor. Now let's combine both sections. We're going to inhale to lean and twist. Exhale, unwind and recover. Keep going. If you can go further for your final 2 sets, go for it. We're going to stay in your side lean. Open the arms to your letter T. Let's take it into our small taps and smooth pulses to the ceiling. Keep your pelvis slightly tucked and feel those obliques working. Let's go for 2 more. And cartwheel into your well-deserved side stretch. Circle the top arm forward and take a seat on your mat. Good job. We're going to transition next into sitting on your mat at the front edge. Set your feet on the floor, take behind your knees with your hands and widen your elbows. Curl back into your C curve, scoop the belly. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to your C curve. Inhale, recover. Let's go for a couple more, trying to keep the shoulders pressing down away from the ears and the movement just in your torso. Hold your C curve. Let's take a few breaths here, reaching the arms forward, scooping the belly deeper. We're going to add another lift of the arms. You choose how high. Just another extra challenge for your upper abdominals here. Try not to let the shoulders follow your arms. Keep the arms reaching up. Slowly roll down the rest of your way to the mat. Inhale, circle the arms and roll all the way back up. Exhale. Slightly lift the arms, roll down with control. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Same speed to roll up. Let's go for a couple more and try not to use momentum as you roll up. The backs of your knees are always available for your hands if you need a little light assistance to roll up. Beautiful job. Let's reverse the arm circles. We're going to exhale, roll down. Inhale, arms overhead. Try not to use momentum to roll up. Feel free to make your arm motion smaller or use the backs of your legs to roll up smoothly and with control. Our goal here is to use the strength of your core versus the momentum from your arms or shoulders. Well done. Let's roll down one final time. Let the arms come to rest by your hips, onto your thighs, and step your feet closer to you. We're going to slide your fingertips preferably to the middles of your kneecaps and slide back down with control. Try to move from your upper abdominals here without raising the shoulders to your ears. Ready to hold this next head curl and come to supporting your head with your hands. We're going to deepen that head curl with some tiny pulses from your abdominals. Try not to lead with your chin or neck here. Keep your highest head curl and bring your legs to tabletop. We're going to start extending one leg forward, low and long, and exhaling to switch legs. Your upper body's completely stable and you're reaching out of your hip sockets. Maybe you'd like an extra challenge, lowering your bottom legs a little bit more. Now let's add a twist to each knee. We're coming into our crisscross, aiming sternum to thigh versus elbow to knee. Good, let's take it faster. Exhale, switch, switch, switch. Very good. Switch, switch, and come down. Hug your knees to your chest. Well done. Step your feet down to the floor, hip width apart and parallel. And let's move on to some bridging. Exhale into your bridge. Try to find a diagonal from the knees through the hips to the shoulders. And then come down with control back to neutral. Imagine you're rolling a marble from your belly button to your sternum, and from your sternum to your belly button on the way down. Once again, let's exhale to your bridge. Wrap the glutes, engage the hamstrings. Exhale, imprint your spine on the mat. And be ready to hold your next bridge position. Float your arms to the ceiling, keep the pelvis tucked, and begin to slowly raise and lower both heels. We're going to keep everything else stable, just moving through the ankles. Keep tucking the tail and curling the pelvis as we move on to lowering the elbows and dropping just one heel at a time. Think of this as a smooth jog in place. Hopefully you're doing your best here not to drop the level of your hips and breathing naturally. Well done. Let's set your hands and heels to the floor, articulate to neutral. Bring your legs into tabletop and open your arms to the letter V. Let's begin some light single toe taps. You may or may not tap all the way down to the floor. Let's keep this to whatever level allows you not to arch your low back. Continue to scissoring the legs and switching them simultaneously, tightening a seat belt in the front of your abdominals. Good. Let's bring the legs together into tabletop, glue them into one unit, and we're now going to lightly twist and tap down to the corners of your mat. Most likely you'll only lower the legs halfway if you're keeping your spine neutral. and avoiding arching your low back. Exhale to lower. Exhale to lower. Well done. Let's hug those knees into your chest. Let the left leg rest on the floor. Open your right arm and pull your right knee all the way across your chest to your supine twist. Take a couple of breaths, deepening your breath cycle. And when you're ready, return to center, switching to the other side. Aim to keep both shoulders on the floor as you lightly press down on your knee. Let's exhale, return to center. Hug both knees into your chest and rock and roll up to sitting. We'll come onto your front next, lying down, toes at the corners of your mat. Let's hover your chest and bring your arms to the letter W. Begin to lift your chest and lower halfway using your upper back muscles. Try to keep your glutes engaged, supporting your lumbar spine, and your quads are working as well. Gaze towards the horizon every time you lift your chest. Well done. Let's stay up, lifting through the chest. Set the hands down under your shoulders on the floor and continue lifting up to your swan position using some assistance from your arms. Slowly come back down. Let's inhale through that chest lift into swan. Exhale, smoothly return. Try to refrain from locking out your elbows at the top. Keep them soft so you can lower the shoulders. Maybe you'd like to scoot your hands back just an inch if you wish to come up higher to your swan position. Let's tuck your toes, lift your thighs off the floor for up stretch, and transition into your downward dog. Come into a couple of marches, dropping one heel at a time, reaching your ribs to your thighs here. And let's slowly lower the knees to the floor, untuck your toes, sit back into child's pose. Well done. Really good work. Thank you so much for joining me in this class. I'll see you in the next one. Please consider giving this video a like, a share, and a comment, and subscribing to this channel for more future content.